When I need jock, palm a hill, up on my wrist, ice like a freeze, I'm just a chill. Plus my birthday, I'ma have my education. Now write yourself, got my attitude.
Welcome back to It's Malika. So this is part 2 of my story on why I don't talk to that guy and why I got married at 17. So I don't really remember. I should have watched the last video to see where I left off, but I'm gonna tell you. I remember one time while I was in school, I think I said it in the last video, when the principal he told me to go to the clinic at the school, and when I went there, they called DCF while I was crying, not for them to call DCF, for them not to call DCF. So while I was crying, they still had to call because it's protocol. So they did. DCF came to the house the next day. While I was at the house, my older brother was there. So they came and I was just acting like I was the bad one. I was just a bad child. And honestly speaking, I was not. So my brother was like, keep calm and let them do their job or blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you're going to remember this, but I do. So they came and they walked around the house. Oh, the F word, he wasn't there. He was handling his business as usual. So they came, they walked around the house, they checked the fridge, they checked my room, they checked the bathroom, they checked the surrounding. So when they checked the surrounding, I was just acting like, I was talking to them like, ain't nothing going on here, because I know what's gonna happen once they leave. So the F guy, he didn't show up until the next day. When he showed up, you had cops come to my house, boom, punched me in my face. I was like, Jesus Christ, what is going on? I was at a place in my life when I was living with him, like where I just wanted to die, you know? I couldn't understand where all this hatred was coming from, or I just couldn't understand it. So I remember another scenario that happened when I just got my first phone at 15. Just got my first phone. And mind you, I was talking to the guy, and it was just, I had the phone for like 8 hours. That's it. So I got the phone. He didn't, my F didn't know about it. I got the phone and I was like, all right, cool. I did not know somebody sent me a D pic. So the morning, my F, he came inside my room and he was like, let me get your phone. So I was like, why? He took my phone, mind you, I had no lock on my phone, nothing. I went to bed. I didn't know I had a D pic in my phone. I went to bed, woke up in the morning, and he came and retrieved my phone. When he got my phone, he had my phone for like 4 months. So I'm guessing he had my phone and he didn't go through it. So I called the guy I was talking to at the time and I was like, yo, don't text or call this phone because that dude, he has my phone. He was like, fine. But he told me he sent something. So within the 4 months, I'm like, okay, I guess he didn't go through my phone. While I was at work, remember I said I was working with his sister-in-law, which I call her my auntie, may her soul rest in peace. While I was at work, I saw him bust through the door because she worked from home in the back. There was a hair salon in the back. He came inside, bust through the door. What the fuck is this? And I was like, I didn't know what to say. And before I could say anything, go! I can laugh now because I'm like, to keep you from crying. And this is like 10 years ago. So he like punched me in the face. He was beating my ass. His mother was there. His brother was there. The lady I worked with, the lady I was washing her hair, everybody was there. So I managed to like push them off and ran. When I ran outside, I popped a shoe that was off on my feet, and I did everything. And I was just sitting at a bus stop, and while I was at a bus stop, I hid because I keep hearing a car coming around the corner, and I thought it was him. So I hid at a bus stop, and when I saw his car, I ran inside somebody's house. I don't know who it was, but it was like 4 big black guys, and they was like, what's going on? And I was like, my dad just beat my ass, and I'm hiding. I don't want to see him. And they were like, come inside. But I was like, y'all, I don't know if I should trust this. I'd rather get beaten. So I was like, I told them I was good. And I called somebody else, and they came and got me. Not my ex-husband. I didn't call him. And they came and got me. So another scenario that happened was, I remember, damn, there's so much shit that happened while I was in the house. I remember I wanted to go to something at school, and he had to pay $150 for it. Mind you, he had money. He was getting tax return money for me. I didn't know what tax return was, but he was getting money for me, and he never looked at me and gave me $1. Fine, I'm living in your house, so whatever. So there was something, I think senior breakfast, and I wanted to go so bad. And I was like, he was like, me not have no money, you're not gonna wait, say your blood clot yard. I was like, I'm a senior. I couldn't go to anything at school, anything. So I started crying, and I was like, when I was in Jamaica, my stepdad gave me anything I want. I never missed out on any school activity. He always bring me lunch money. He always do this. Before I could even finish the last thing I wanted to say, that was his fist in my face. Every time I mentioned my stepdad, he would beat my ass. But I wasn't saying that to get at him or get under his skin. I was just saying that to be like, my stepdad was there. You weren't. Who were you? When I was in Jamaica, my mom did not have money. My stepdad was the one who financially took care of us. My mom tried. She tried. That's one thing. Even if she don't have money, we still go to school. So I can't beat my mom down for that, because she made shit happen. You get what I'm saying? And my stepdad was the one, he was financially taking care of, I remember that. He was financially taking care of us. I was never short of anything. He never missed a birthday. He never missed Christmas. He never missed New Year's. He never missed anything. I don't remember him being around. So that's the thing. So when I moved to the state, it was just so different, because I'm not used to certain things. I'm not used to this life. Yes, it's a different world, but I'm not used to this. I'm not used to getting beat like that. I'm not used to getting punched in the face. I'm not used to that. I'm not used to Christmas is just Merry Christmas. It was all out for when I was in Jamaica. It was just different. Yeah, the family come together. We have a Christmas dinner. My grandma used to live in Cayman Island. She used to come, and she brings us gifts and shit. But it was just so different. And it's like I got beaten so much to the point where I did not love myself the way I thought I did. And that's the reason why I ended up getting married. I leave that house and got married. And while I was married to that guy, he was not good for my mental health either, because everything was all good, fun and games until he got his paper, like I said before. Because once, while living with him, I was working at Florida Club Care Center. It's a nursing home. His cousin got me that job. And while I was working there, he got his paper, so I got him a job there too as well, doing working in the kitchen. So it was like we both got our own apartment. We both got an apartment together, and it was Bill's time. And every time he was He was an addict on playing blackjack. He used to, ooh, he was an addict. So while he used to, I used to give him the rent money and shit, and he would just gamble that shit off, and we could not pay the rent. And the type of girl I was, I always have money set aside, always. So he used to just do that, and he kept doing it every month. He would just gamble, even doing it online. Till one time in 2012, June 28th, I never forgot this day, I had enough. That's when I had enough with him, because I was like, you keep gambling the money that I'm giving to you, and you're not putting your half, because everything falling back on me. And I just had enough, and I left. I packed my shit and I left. I called my sister, my older sister on my F side. I called her and I was like, can I come stay with you? And I just left, and I never looked back. I never looked back because he's been cheating constantly. As a wife, I was doing everything in my power to be a wife. I wash, cook, clean. My house is never dirty. He always comes home to a home-cooked meal. And I'm surprised I never got pregnant. But that's good, because, man, I would have. But, yeah. And, I think I'm going to have to do a part 3. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a part 3, because my story is long. But my past, like I said, my past does not define who I am, because seeing me and knowing me is too different. You'll see 2 different girls. Chatting to me, you'll be like, damn, I thought you were a bitch. Seeing me on the internet, no, I think I said that wrong. Talking to me, you'll be like, yeah, I thought you were a bitch. Because I'm so different when you're talking to me. But seeing me on the internet, you're gonna judge me, which I'm fine with that. Because my thing is, you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You can't, because you never know when once you open that page what you're gonna read or what you're gonna see. But that's just my thing. So I have to do a part 3 because this is long and I could go on and on and on. I think the next part I'm gonna talk about step by step and not do it all over the place, because I need to do step by step. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, my F, he was fucking abusive, and I don't like him. I don't wish to have a relationship with him. I don't. I honestly don't like you. I don't. And somebody asked me on one of the questions if I try to talk to him. I remember I reached out to him when I just turned 18, and the first thing he looked at me and said, "That's the motherfucker you married? I shall punch the fuck out of you." That's what he said. So he's ignorant and I don't have time for it. And he's a Leo, and my ex-husband is a Leo. So I don't like Leos. I love them, but not to date them. I will never in life date another Leo. Never. Just because of my F and my ex-husband. I will never date another Leo. If I'm talking to somebody, I will like the shit out of them. But as soon as they say they're a Leo, I'm turned off. Until next time, thanks for watching. It's Malika. Bye. Oh, before I forgot, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye.